Oh my gosh, it's been so long since I've launched and uploaded a video onto YouTube. I have been focusing my entire content creation into TikTok and Instagram. I've recently pivoted from creating content on creating content on TikTok and Instagram that is about my life. And actually, just today, funny enough, today is Sunday, February 15th at almost 4 p.m. It's 3:52. I decided that today was going to be the day that I launched what my next chapter is. I for a really long time I've been documenting my journey, and obviously it's been maybe a year since I started documenting my journey. Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm not giving right now. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know, I feel different. I feel like I look different. I feel different. I started documenting my journey last year in January because my mentor, or my mentor's mentor, I saw him upload a video on Instagram talking about how if he could do something different, it would be to start documenting his journey a lot sooner. And of course, I'm going to learn from my mentor's mistakes. So I began documenting my journey. And funny enough, it got to the point where my content switched. It went from what it was in January last year, and you can very clearly go back to see those, but it switched from that to immersing myself into creating content on TikTok, on Instagram, which I'm super excited for that type of growth for myself, because honestly I've seen my videos from about a year ago or more, and it's insane to see how night and day of a transformation that has been. Anyways, the last video that I uploaded was like back in September, and so much has happened since then. And I know I haven't shared much about it, and I've been kind of MIA on my YouTube platform. And it's not because I didn't care for YouTube, but it's more so because, again, I immersed myself fully into creating and uploading content that was going to be suitable for the audience on TikTok and on Instagram. And actually, mostly I was focused on TikTok, but now I'm like really trying to focus more on growing my Instagram in a different language at that. Me puse el reto este año de que quería desarrollar mi español un poco más, y me reté a subir contenido en español sumamente y solo en español, y se me está haciendo un poco difícil porque sí hay ciertas palabras que todavía no sé cómo decirlas, y no es un poco de struggle de vez en cuando traducir palabras o crear unas oraciones, pero a la misma vez siento como que me estoy convirtiendo más yo, como que me estoy aventando a ser más yo, que estoy conectando con quien yo era antes, y por alguna razón de día a día se me ha propuesto este reto de que de vez en cuando tengo que hablar español y tengo que practicarlo, y a veces es un poco más difícil porque son palabras o dialectos o palabras en español que yo no entiendo y nunca he conocido. No sé, es tan interesante cómo el universo conspira a crear todas esas oportunidades a las que uno mismo desea, ¿verdad? It's just weird. It's just like an interesting thing. But lately, at work, I became a money and life mentor, where I literally mentor and coach people to their financial and lifestyle well-being. It's part of what my company offers for our clients and our customers, and it so far has been the toughest journey for me, but also it has been the most rewarding, because now it's led me to really understand what my purpose is and where I want to go to into next in life. So yeah, I am launching Atelier Privé, which is basically a company where we're designing, it's an identity and lifestyle design company, where I want to help people find their best lifestyle and to curate their persona and their identity based on what it is that they want to become. And we sit there, and I want to be able to not only digest and dive into what has led them to be what they are now, but how can we get from this point to that point in the future? And very clearly, I've been able to do that for myself, and I want to be able to do it for others. So that's why I launched myself into doing something like this. I am purely doing it from the love of my heart, the love that I have to be able to see other people grow and become their best versions. And it's absolutely, again, like I said, it's been rewarding to do it at work, since it is something that I do. And of course, it's more on the financial aspect. This is going to be more on identity aspect. So I'm super excited to immerse myself into this new chapter and this new era, and I'm excited to see what it can grow into. On the personal aspect, brother, I I don't know if I like talked about it, but I like tore up my rotator cuffs and I was out of my shoulders for like 2 months. So that really hindered. It didn't even actually, maybe hindered isn't the correct word. I actually think that was a catalyst, a catapult to me launching myself into the version of the woman that I am becoming, so much to the point where I was thinking about this identity that I had created when I was 17, Erika Marrero. And funny enough, I am Erika Marrero, to the point where Erika Carvajal and Erika Marrero have merged into one, and now I'm able to fully present myself online as me, as my identity, as who I've always wanted to be in, because I've embodied this curated person. It's insane how much I've become her. I've been studying a lot quantum sciences and math, and I've been studying the polarity and protons, neutrons, electrons. I've immersed myself fully into studying femininity and masculinity, and how it works in our modern day society and how it works in our new earth society. And the things that I've been learning are insane. And it's crazy for me to wrap my mind around the things that I once learned in high school and middle school, and how I am now relearning them in a completely different aspect, because it's like now I'm becoming one with God. Like I'm at the point where I'm awakening my inner divinity, to where I'm literally out of the nothing creating my existence and the world around me. I'm co-creating with God and the universe itself, and I am the direct reflection of the universe experiencing itself. And it's insane. It's insane how much we learned in school and how much they limited us from questioning what was in existence. I think for a really long time, for example, I think in a previous video somewhere, I talked about Newton's third law of motion, where it says that for every reaction, there's an equal and opposite reaction. And you know, studying it in high school or middle school, one would think very strictly to physics, but it goes beyond that. It applies to literally the science of life. Like, like for every reaction, there's an equal and opposite reaction. You know, if I'm pushing against you, then you're also pushing on me. And it's the same exact thing. And then that goes into the law of duality. You know, there's you know, the seek God and God will seek you, like that kind of thing, you know, like it's so much, and I could go on for hours talking about this. And it's there's no words. There's no word big enough that I can put to my excitement and my staticity. I'm so ecstatic to get to dive more into literally activating my inner divinity and femininity. I think, oh my gosh, today's video's birthday. She's 7 years old, my baby. Baby! Look over here, mama. Oh, she's gonna bring me her ball or whatever. But yeah, I'm really excited to like dive a little bit further into, oh, there she is. Dive a little further into my inner divinity and really activate and awaken my inner feminine goddess. She's already here, and it's just, I'm not at the manifestation point anymore. I'm at the integration point, where I'm literally like embodying who I was always meant to be. And it's it's insane. I'm noticing it from the way that I dress, the way that I think, the way that I talk, the way that I walk, the way that I interact with others, and even the energy that I get back from others is all just a direct reflection of the energy that I am pouring into those around me. And I don't know, I think for a while I just haven't really sat to really, I don't dissect into myself. Like, I've never really sat to search much within myself because everything that I'm searching for is already searching for me. And that's kind of why I stopped making YouTube content. It became a reflection of myself. And at one point, I'm not gonna lie, I had a catalyst who taught me how to view the worst parts of myself. But I mean, I have the power to recreate and create as much as I want. Nobody's telling me that I have to be me or whoever I used to be forever, you know? Like, I can, at any given moment, I can change everything about my life. And I'm just super excited for where I'm gonna go to. And I have to cut this video super short because I actually have a lot of things to get done today, but I just wanted to come on here and make an updated video as to what's been going on in my life. And while it doesn't seem like much is going on, I am most definitely in a period of rest and a period of integrating, because, you know, muscles need rest to grow. You know, you can work out and you can do all the right movements, but without rest, your muscles won't grow. And I'm just gonna leave it at that. Okay, bye.